I seen this video going around on social media yesterday, or at least the headline itself, and a couple of accompanying pictures, and I'll keep it a buck. This chick is average. She's obviously got, a couple of red flags, but would I hit? Probably. Trust me, I could pull on my Rolodex of types and sizes, shapes and shades, and that's the difference between men and women. If you were to just go out there and find somebody as equally experienced of the opposite sex, you would find a fairly uniformed pattern. Like most chicks normally date, or smash, I guess in this case, guys of a certain height, a certain build, a certain look. But guys, any port in a storm, I guess. So yeah, she doesn't look like a foreign concept to me. Neither does her overinflated ego of herself. I'm too hot to date. Men are intimidated. And it's a curse. There's a lot to unpack simply from that headline right there. I'm too hot to date. That is just total fucking cap. There's no two ways about it, okay? If you have a social media following, and I've also did a little bit of pre-screening on this article, and I know that she at least has a few different social media platforms, and as long as you aren't a burn victim, your DMs are going to be flooded with prospects. Here's the problem. You might not like them, but you are definitely just a couple of keystrokes or button presses away. Showing my age again. Go on as many dates as you'd want in one day, and you could line up simp after simp after simp. You could have breakfast, you could have brunch, you could have 11sies, you could have lunch, you could have everything taken care of, probably for a fucking week, because I know that you're hitting like that on a couple of different platforms. And if you wanted to do it in a different major city every day of the week, you could also get that accomplished as well. So the fact is you're not too hot to date. It's just the rest of this. Men are intimidated and it's a curse. I've done a bunch of different videos just like this. And again, it just goes to show you, these aren't one-off instances. This is just a female nature at its base. They are always looking for the best available option. She has probably been piped down by a blue check mark, a multi-millionaire, an athlete, an actor, a rapper, a celebrity of some form or fashion. She has probably tasted the good life, but she also conflated the fact that, I got piped down by, I don't know, Trey Songz or something like that. She got some of that good dick out there, that high quality, high value dick that's out there, and now she thinks that she's entitled to that when it comes to dating. That's what's keeping her out of the pool. Oh, see, the men, they're just intimidated because they know that I'm community property, that I belong to the streets. Like, just fucking stop it, bro. If you really wanted to get hooked up like that, you'd go to the middle of the country, but you'd never do that, because I also see you're from California. So enough with all of the preamble. Let's get into some of the facts and see what we could parse out from this. Good looks, I'm not reading the first line there. That's just stupid in and of itself. Good looks seem like they'd guarantee someone a romantic partner. They get you in the door, because here's another uncomfortable truth. This one's going to be a long time going through this article. I can just already foresee it. Women control the access to sex, which is in today's day and age the precursor to a relationship. Men control who gets a relationship. So she, by just simply saying yes, has access to dates like that, because women control, outside of very dark, very grim circumstances, access to sex, which is always what every guy who ever asks you to do anything ultimately wants at the end of the day, okay? The guys don't like girls like that. They like girls for very biological reasons. It's not because, oh, Susie's just so funny, or, oh, Karen's a really good, really deep thinker. They got their bros for that, so just fucking stop it with all of that. They want to fuck, and they will jump through hoops. There are simps that are out there that'll just go, here, can I just give you this for a second? That's my wallet, by the way, in case that wasn't clear enough. They will lead like that in order to eventually accrue enough a beta goodwill in order to, potentially get a pity fuck. Spoilers, there's no such thing. But here's another uncomfortable truth. Guys that lead with their wallet like that, who are always constantly just trying to trick off. Oh, they meet a girl in a grocery store. Oh, let me pay for your cart. Shit like that happens all the time, okay? Why do you think OnlyFans is a multi-billion-dollar industry? Because guys think that they can trick off and eventually get boxed. It's never gonna happen. Chances are you're whispering all of those sweet nothings to a fucking Malaysian virtual assistant. You're never gonna woo a chick. You're never gonna get genuine burning desire by buying her a Gucci handbag. Guys who lead with their wallet are just like women who lead with sex. If that's all you have, that's all that they want. Like, always been the way of the world. Guys will offer up all of their resources. Women will offer up their sexuality. It was normally an unspoken exchange and everybody knew the game, but feminism walked in and fucked everything up for everybody. However, one California TikTok influencer claims that she's so hot that men won't even date her. I would argue she probably has personality of a doormat. Like, let's be completely honest. Girls that consider themselves too hot to date or just put themselves on this elevated pedestal. I'm a 10. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. No, you're not. Just shut the fuck up. What kind of hobbies do you have? Well, I like to go shopping. I hang out with my friends. I like to go to the club. Did I mention I like to go to the beach? Like, these bitches are fucking vacuous. Most of them offer zero onto a date. Like, they want you to ask them out. Then they want you to entertain them on a date. Then they want you to pay for the date. Like, they want all of the fucking entertainment. They just want a dancing fucking monkey that's just gonna bang the cymbals together. And they're the prize. They're the prize. Are you having a fucking laugh? But no. They're just intimidated by her beauty. She lamented her gorgeous aesthetics in a TikTok video with over 3.7 million views because, well, TikTok's just kind of feminist garbage, and same with all of that short form content. Being incredibly hot is honestly a curse. Hope Schwing 24. That's one thing that she has going for her. Like, mid-looks and being 24, that'll definitely get you in a bunch of different places. Rolling the clip while describing the hardship of being allegedly too sweltering to handle. No one talks about how hard it is to literally be so hot that you can't get a boyfriend. She can get dates. See, my theory checks out because all men are extremely scared and intimidated by you. No, you're probably one of these, I'm a boss bitch. I don't need no man. Well, what do you bring to a relationship? We'll revisit the what do you bring to the table argument. Well, I'm independent. I bring my own money to the situation and I want to build an empire together. I want a partner. Cool. So you bring all of those masculine traits and you anticipate somebody that you're hoping to be your superior because women don't want an equal. Everything that they describe and what they look for in a partner, because I'd imagine her standards are probably not that dissimilar to your average woman that's out there. I want one that's 6 feet tall. I want one that makes at least, I don't really care about money, but he needs to make at least as much, if not more money than I do. Some fucking hokey bullshit answer like that, or just the plain old, 6-figure income. That's fantastic. He needs to be in good shape because I spend a lot of time in the gym too. The fucking juice bar. These bitches don't work out like that. No. They describe all of the characteristics that make a man a superior. Taller than you, stronger than you, makes more money than you, smarter than you, has done more in life than you. Like, they want a superior, but they also want an equal partnership. Are you fucking stupid? Don't answer that yet. But yes, nobody talks to you because it's hard to be literally so hot that you can't get a boyfriend because all men are extremely scared and intimidated by you. I don't know, develop a personality. Like, this is pathetic. This is like an NBA player who has one good move, who dominates the league in his rookie season. And then when everybody starts to accrue enough game film on him, it has the opportunity to shut down the crossover, the spin move, and then just absolutely fucking flounders in the sophomore season and going forward. You don't want to do the work on the front end, you're going to pay for it on the back, which is also subsequently how she's probably going to be making her money on her back. Self-proclaimed chronically single Los Angeles native told a Jam Press she's never been in a serious relationship. I don't doubt it. I just dated. I've actually never been on a date before, but your body count is in the 30s. Interesting. It's almost like you're just giving it away for free. And you're expecting somebody to pay for a good that so many other people have gotten for zero investment. Very interesting. Except for puppy love type stuff in early high school that didn't last more than a month. Yeah, we can hear from Pastor Future for a second. Yes. Yeah, indeed. The sermon just came down and she belongs to the streets. It's like I said before, man. Obviously you take out that stupid bull ring and the multiple nose piercings, which there's so many red flags right there, but she's not terrible at all. Okay. Like the Botox in the lips, I can definitely do without. And the li Cumbrellas, yeah, we could get rid of that as well. And then, you know, and also the nails, I fucking never found those attractive at all whatsoever. At least they're not, you know, like 6 inches long or anything like that. And then they just clack together like fucking cats, which she's looking at, you know, much longer in life. She's got a big mouth Billy Bass in the background. See, look at how fucking old I am. I just noticed items in the background when you got like some, let's keep it a buck, 6, 7. The tits knock her up to a 7, okay? But then there's also other things that would knock her down as well, because at least, you know, she's fully clothed and she's one of those naturally thin girls, because like she's got burgeoning lunch lady arms, okay? Like there's no definition in those shoulders right there, and they're just naturally thin. Like she's one more year of being single away from blown up like a fucking balloon. Unfortunately, much to the chagrin of the influencer shammers everywhere, Schwing's video was actually posted satirically. Oh, okay, see, that makes sense. The video stating, "I'm too intimidating and hot. I don't actually mean that," explained the comedy influencer who boasts a whopping 9.9 million followers on the platform. "I just noticed the trend among women saying these things to explain why they're single." But I think we might have just found the one funny woman on Earth, okay? Like I knew the turn was coming here. Obviously, like I said, I did a little bit of pre-screening before, and I knew that she was popping like that. See, she got 9.9 million followers on Instagram? Instagram, yeah? Or is that TikTok? I don't fucking know. Yeah, man, I've covered so many of these videos as well, and they're just, yeah, from same cookie cutter potato head blonde who's just, you know, oh, I got big tits and I got big ass and nobody wants to date me anymore. And apparently there's another example right there. And even yesterday's video, that's an ancient motherfucker as well. I think that was the second time we talked about her. She the one that was lusting after Tom Brady? Listen, I recorded that video so fucking long ago at this point in time, I can't even remember. But yeah, no, she's the one who has a perfect body, right? There was another one well before that who was way too attractive. In her own opinion. Like, she was fine and all. Like, yeah, no, she was pretty hot, but thinking that you price yourself out of the market when you're just, you know, like a decent 8, like, just fucking stop. But yeah, if she notices a trend and capitalizes it and manages to get such attention where this shit is going all over the internet, shout out to her, man. Women aren't funny, but this woman is. Her romantic rickroll comes as a growing number of models and social media influencers claim that they're being punished for being too beautiful, resulting in them repeatedly getting rejected from dating apps amid accusations of catfishing. Recently, Talia Paris, a 24-year-old Playboy model, claims that dating app Bumble removed her profile despite the fact that her photos allegedly didn't violate any rules. What was it? Shaq? Shaq also got tossed off of a couple of different dating apps. I think some of the more higher end ones, not like Tinder, you know, Hinge or anything like that. Because it's like, okay, yeah, oh yeah, you're Shaquille O'Neal, I bet. Indeed, while Schwing uploaded the video in jest, the sentiment nevertheless resonated with the online masses. Yeah, exactly, because she hit on something. And that's one thing, hey man, shout out to her, because she at least dug down on the essence of comedy. That there needs to be a kernel of truth in there for it to resonate the loudest. Like, take a look at Chris Rock from a couple of weeks ago, just burning the place down when he finally addressed Will Smith. Like, that story had legs, and everybody who was, at least on the receiving end of those harsh jokes, which are very, very funny, took it so personally. Oh, Will was hurt, and oh, Jada was just inconsolable, and August Alsina got to laugh at her, you know, withered old ass one more time. But when he was saying everybody was calling her a bitch, yeah, it was in jest, it was satirical, but it was fucking true. And that's what our girl right here is also nailing down. And hey, if she's got a sense of humor, she's still a 7. But yo, oh my god, are you serious? Okay, the way you said this was a satire, but it's not. I literally feel like merch. This is true for me, lamented one TikTok commentator. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, man, that's some of her pictures that she posts online. It's like, I'm too hot. You know why it got to so many people? Because there's girls who cut the exact same figure just like that, who have the audacity to say that exact same stuff. I'm too hot and I'm not being taken seriously. This isn't satire, it's relatable. Seconded another. Well, one viewer declared, you're absolutely right. And I made reference to this, I think that was in the previous video. Those stupid whatever podcast clips, you know, fucking dollar store version of Fresh and Fit. All the fat, none of the substance. All of the sizzle, none of the steak. All of those broads just snitching on themselves in 4K. And because the host of it, is his name Brian? I think it's Brian. Doesn't hold them accountable and just continues to ask the probing questions without really checking their abject narcissism. you can see why sentiments like this, even on something that is a fucking joke, continues to resonate. Just like I mentioned before with Chris Rock, like some of his old material, that's kind of foundational talking points. Like the way that he illustrated the divide in the black community between upstanding black individuals and, he's got another word for it, but I'll just say thugs right now. You know, if you know, you know, and if you don't, that's fine. Just go to the south side of Chicago and it'll just, you know, become crystal clear for you. Thought it was pretty obvious in my video. It was satire and me being existential and dramatic, but clearly that wasn't delivered, said Schwing. Fortunately, other commenters picked up on Schwing's tongue-in-cheek tone, with one poster snarking, "It's a blessing and a curse, babe." I wonder how many DMs she got after this. It's like, I'll be a real man and take you out. And she's like, it was a joke. And he's like, it's not. I still think that you're beautiful. Oh, God, even just saying that makes my spine want to snap. I'm going to believe this is true about myself, because any other explanation will be a my last straw, claimed one distraught poster, convincing myself this is why I'm single. And I commented another, hey man, there you go. At least somebody recognizes the fact that this is. Also, if you flip reverse this, you got every gamma male that's out there. It's like, I'm just so wonderful and fantastic. Why don't women take me seriously? Well, probably because you have that defeatist attitude and that you make your mental point of origin what women and other people think of you instead of yourself. That's a big reason why a lot of people are single. Like, okay, I understand. Oh, God, this is going to sound so fucking conceited, but please, I'm just trying to illustrate a point. I'm 6.5 feet tall. I know I'm not a total fucking disaster when it comes to looks. I'm fairly eloquent, quite sharp, fairly comedically gifted as well. I've got certain advantages in the field, let's just say, without getting any more detailed. But if I didn't hone all of those skills, I could very easily be, even though I think my mindset would probably prevent. But anyways, no, we'll just use myself as an example. I could be one of those, you know, basement Redditors that would just be, oh, bitches ain't shit. But no, I talk about female nature quite a bit on the channel. I don't hate women at all whatsoever, man. I just, in understanding intersexual dynamics, in understanding female nature for nigh on a decade at this point, and at least having, you know, natural inklings way back in the cut. I love women for what they are, and I don't hate them for what they'll never be to me. Like, I love women for their nurturing nature, you know, they're just their femininity, their friendliness, you know, all of that shit that you can't get anywhere else in a good woman. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. And it's a unique female characteristic that cannot be replicated anywhere else. But I also don't look at them to be my other half. Oh, you make me whole, that you're gonna love me forever no matter what. No. Unconditional love is for pets, children, and women. Men are loved conditionally. Those are some hard truths that you have to learn, that you have to experience in order to fully understand. I can tell you that until I am red in the face, but until you realize that, oh, my girl would never leave me, until you lose your job and gain 50 pounds and you take a look over and then she just is packing her shit and fucking leaving, okay? They'll say that I'll love my man no matter what. But the moment that he loses the mythical ambition, she is fucking gone. So no, if you want the best in women, which I would argue fit, feminine, friendly, deferential, and chaste, if you want the best in that, you have to become the best version of yourself. And that's whenever I'm doing these exposés and these types of videos on this type of content, that's ultimately my call to action. It's like, if you want to laugh at these hoes like this, you have to get on your mission. You have to make something of yourself. You have to put a little bass in your voice. You have to understand where they're coming from, because I know that this is a joke, but there's so many other examples that this is 100% reality. These are hurt women. These are hurt women with no strong masculine figure in their life at all whatsoever. And we've seen it time and time and time again. It always plays out that way. They're always just looking for a daddy. They're just always looking for male attention. They're looking for validation. And if you become that dude, if you become a good, upright, honest, strong man, then you can go out there and you can get the baddest ones. And then if you're built different like that, then you can go out there and get a couple of the other ones as well. But yes, just a little bit more on this. Schwing emphasized this unusual coping mechanism. It is a more empowering, possibly false way of hyping yourself up and making light of being chronically single, the Californian noted. Oh, shit, I didn't even know this part was in there. I've personally been told and heard women given reason that they're single because this guy wants, to be the hot one, or I'm too hot, I'm intimidating him and scaring him away. Just funny satirical stuff like that. Oh man, and I'll tell you, like I was with one chick that, oof. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, God, yeah, one chick. I remember her name, but, you know, I'll just save her by not outing her or anything like that. Like, she was fine. She had a decent body. She was in shape, okay. I've never been, okay, here's another thing as well, okay. Like, my bedroom in my house is, you gotta go up, from entering the house, you gotta go up a couple of flights of stairs in order to get to my place. I've never been with a chick. And these are one of my tests that I do. If you get to the top of any of the flights of stairs, if you make it to the bedroom and you're huffing and puffing, it's a wrap. I have fortunately a couple of close calls. I've never had myself get to that point where I'd need to enforce that boundary. It's definitely a boundary, that's for sure. Because I've had a couple of possible candidates, but it's like, ooh, yeah, you wouldn't meet the flight and a half challenge. But for the most part, yeah, they've all been, you know, slender gals, we'll just say that. And yeah, she was about, oh, Jesus Christ, this was a long ass time ago, about yay tall, but yeah, no, nice hair and all that stuff, you know, talking about it like she's a fucking horse, but yeah, no, nice body and good hair. No, she was a decent chick. She was quiet, you know. It was just my first run-in with a butterface, because if you also know Canadian football, she had the stunning good looks of quarterback Ricky Ray. Great body, though. Great body. Anyways, I don't even know where I was. It's just story time. Like I said, it's Friday. We're not taking this shit all that seriously. Being, I've been independent my whole life. Yeah, see, that's a problem as well. You lead with those masculine traits, and that's why you are continuously single. I'm used to being single. Yeah, of course. I was like, well, I've always been a nice guy, and that means that I'm just going to continue to be nice with women. See, I've always been single, even though you're looking for a partner that's out there, that you continue to do the exact same things that keep you single, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with a girl that earns her way out in the world. Hell, if a girl has a job that's not that intrusive, if it's just something that, you know, just shows that she can be taken seriously because she shows up on time, she's prompt, she can take instruction, I'd consider that a W. Yeah, that's just big cope right there. Oh, I've been independent. Independent of what? Oh, a man. Right, because that's all that this is, yeah, couched in. I don't have a ton of experience dating because I don't really have an urgency to date. That's why girls like this post these types of this type of content. Not satirically like Schwing was posting it, but unironically, which is you just run down these girls' social media feeds and they will just go out there and tell you how well they're coping with the single life, constantly being photographed either in the club, with drinks, surrounded by pets, or just posting content about how happy I am just being single and it's great out there. Yeah, sure. Schwing added, I'm a busy gal, and I think when it's time for me to date, it'll come to me, right? She'll just manifest it, girl. She doesn't really need a man. She wants a man, which is just a great way to approach things. I don't think I'll be the one chasing it, of course. And yeah, like I said up front, there's a couple of red flags there, okay? Not just the fact that, you know, she looks like dollar store Julia Fox, but the stupid bull ring, like, that's a big nope for me. Hand tattoos, all of those stupid little sticker tattoos, like, it's just streets material right there. Like, that's a do not pass go from me. Like, that's clear. I know exactly what category I'm putting her in, recreational use only. But she does have a sense of humor. So, you know, hey, man. Not all bad for you. Not my cup of tea, but you're somebody's cup of tea, of course. But yes, not every influencer's claims to be too beautiful are done in jest. In November, a young TikToker was ripped up and down online, earnestly declaring herself too pretty to bother with a job. Yes, of course, women will just go ahead and default to their looks, which is always hilarious. I'm more than just my looks. I'm a strong, independent boss, babe, and I don't need no man. And it's like you always just continue to sexualize yourself. You always lead with looks because intrinsically, women understand that their looks are their primary agency. But yeah, like I said, this is not just going to be a one-trick pony. There is not just one example. Even though that was done in jest, we have another one. Who knows? Maybe it's a joke, but also I've seen these ones a time and time and time again. This toxic female behavior, actual legitimate toxic behavior. They want to be men so bad. Not all women, these women right here. Normalize cheating on men who deserve to be cheated on. I don't know if she's got, music in the background or anything like that, but I can just go ahead and scrub ahead because she got different captions on, and plus probably hearing her talk will damage my brain cells as well. Yeah, normalize, man, she got them crazy eyes on. Yeah, normalize cheating on men who deserve to be cheated on. That kind of tells on you as well. As for the men that you select, first and foremost are the cheaters that are out there. Very interesting cell phone, but all right, yep. Oh, you thought I was loyal because you gave me a few roses and asked me to be your girlfriend. Yeah, but they continually give the bare minimum. Yeah, see, this is the problem as well, okay? Nice guys finish dead fucking last. It's not just a meme, it is reality. If she just sees you as a way to satisfy her beta seed side of the equation, she'll go out there and find Tyrone or Chad to just pipe down her alpha fuck side of that. Man, if you're just going to be the guy who's just going to go and nurse her wounds when she just decides to rock up at your place later, there are women that are out there that will save guys in their phone based on what they provide for them. Uber Eats, Ride, Cash App, Venmo, they'll save them in the phone just like that, just because they put them in the friend zone that they just want to continuously wait and bide their time. Meanwhile, other guys are just going to be splashing off while you're tricking off, never getting exactly what you're looking for. And yeah, so her response, okay, but they continue to give the bare minimum. No, I'm cheating. So in response to your bad decision, so instead of just holding the L with the guy and then just moving on, well, she can still have all the cash and prizes, but then she's going to run up her body count. But then when all of the cards decide to just crash down, she's going to be up another 2 additional bodies at the end of this, so that she just has to go back out there on the market a few years older to just once again, go source prospects. You're just hurting yourself in this equation. Like, the fuck are you doing? And the best part is you'll never even know. These broads are so fucking stupid. And it's like, you guys are never going to know if you're cheating. Women are terrible fucking liars. They think that they're so great and they think that they're so honest. But there's these things that, guys, if you deal with women, you also know this as well. There are hotels. Not like Best Western, not like Holiday Inn, but H-O-E, tells, where women who are hoes move different. The way that they hold and carry their cell phone, they do it different than an honest girl. There are certain excuses that she'll pull whenever you guys have a date, have a dinner, have something planned. Oh no, I gotta miss that because I'm helping out my mom, and oh, I'm sorry, you're going to hate me because I have to flake because, my friend is in town, and we're always making up constant little excuses. There's a bunch of other ones as well, but those are the ones that just immediately come up on the top of my head. Or if she's making different fashion choices, fashion changes that are out there. Oh, see, I just decided to spruce this up for you, even though you've never gave any sort of indication that, okay, yeah, like you got bad fashion sense or anything like that. Like, that's the last thing on a guy's mind. But women will just project their own insecurities that are out there, and then she'll just immediately start accusing you, especially if you are starting to sense something. Then she'll just start to ratchet up the emotions because she's also projecting her own insecurities onto you. You're cheating too. Oh, she's going to be that forward. I misspoke. You're cheating on me, because she still wants all of that security without any of the responsibility. Just hilarious. It's like something I do for me, like a self-love thing. Yes, 8 inches at a time, I imagine. So what did we learn here today? Female nature. It's not really all that terrifyingly complicated. There's a lot of insecurity that's out there. There's a lot of hurt women who hurt you. Mostly their hoe friends, their lack of a masculine role model, and their own inflated self-worth. And also, right at the bottom of that, exactly where they belong, fucking simps propping up all of this behavior. Guys that are going to trick off on girls like that. Guys that would reinforce a inflated ego of somebody who wasn't joking, but obviously there's other examples of this that's going to be out there. Of a woman who's too hot to date, you'll have dozens, if not hundreds, if you're hitting like that, hundreds of simps that are out there that are just more than willing to toe the line. The only way that all this stuff stops, to quote or to paraphrase the late great Patrice O'Neill, if guys just went on a dick strike, stopped giving out dick, women would be wandering the streets like the I Am Legend monsters. But because this isn't going to happen, just know how to move appropriately and you can get whatever the fuck you want. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.